Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So, it takes a lot of restraint, actually. I want to let everybody know that it takes a lot of restraint for me not to do a video, a show every other day with somebody from Kendra G, right? Because unfortunately, her show has become just a comedy of delusion, and it's not her fault. Like, she's not the one doing it. It's the people that come on there. The men too. It's the guys too. The men, some of these men are no better. They're very delusional. On a grander scheme of things, before I get into this clip, it's actually since most of the demographic that come on Kendra G's show are Black people, it actually gives a sad commentary on how we even think across the board, how we regard each other, how we think about life, the things that we consider to be important, not important. And this is for both the men and the women. Like, it offers a sad commentary. Maybe one day I will collect those thoughts and some of the clips that I'm thinking of right now to support what I'm saying, so you can see what I'm saying. But I digress. We're going to allow you to listen to this amount of foolishness right here. You read the caption correct. Mom to 7 engaged. She's engaged, but things are going left. Wants to meet someone, just in case you read that correctly. Now listen to the foolishness straight out of her mouth.
Where you calling me from, babe? Chicago. Chicago, how old are you?
33.
33. What you do for a living?
I'm a hospitality. I work at a hospital. I do hospitality.
You're a hospitality what, honey?
I work at the hospital. I'm a hospital. I do hospitality.
You do hospitality. Okay. You have any children?
Yes, I have 7.
You really have 7 kids?
Yeah.
You gave birth to 7 kids?
Yes.
You're 33 years old?
Yes.
How many men?
Now, before we get to, you're going to be astonished as this continues. But before we get to that, this woman says she's 33. 33? So this woman, you telling me, is almost 15 years my junior? And y'all want to be calling people aunties looking like this? I mean, I accept my auntie status, but when you look like an auntie and you ain't, I'm gonna need you to fall back on calling people aunties. And she got 7 kids already. But that's not the worst of it. I paused it almost to kind of roast her a little bit. But this is not the worst of it. Listen carefully. Kendra just asked her if she had 7 children. She said yes. Kendra just asked her how many men. This is the answer.
1.
Why are you not with that man? Are you with him? You're married?
No, I'm engaged to a different person.
Okay. You have 7 kids by somebody else and you're engaged. So why are you calling me?
Because my engagement is going left instead of right.
What?
It's going left instead of right.
So you're okay. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm understanding. You have 7 kids by one man. What are your kids' ages?
14 to 1.
Give me all the ages, honey.
14, 12, 11, 8, 7, 5, and 1.
And all these kids are by the same man.
You could say that.
No.
You could say that. See how the lies come off of a hyena's tongue so quickly? See how because I knew she was lying when she said 1, the way she looked off to the side and then said 1. So you knew that was a lie to begin with, right? Because if you have 7 children with the same man, You love that man. You love him. I don't care if it's toxic. I don't care if y'all fight like cats and dogs. Y'all in a toxic love together, in a bad romance, like Lady Gaga said. You're in a bad romance. Because don't no woman pop 7 kids for the same man and she don't love that man. Yes, she do. She not just fertile myrtle. She love that man. She love him. And like I said, they can fight like cats and dogs. At the end of the day, can't nobody mess with him and all that other kind of stuff. She be, they be foolish. But we knew that was a lie because it's rare, unfortunately, in the Black community for the women to have multiple children and those multiple children be by the same man. That is actually rare, unfortunately. It's really supposed to be like that. If you're going to have 6, 7, if you're going to put your life in danger 7 times, you might as well love the man that you're doing it for, or at least be with the same man. The fact that you popping out kids for every man that look your way. Okay, you get pregnant at hello and all of that type of stuff. And then you go ahead and have the babies. You know her EBT is rocking, baby. Section 8. She renting a house. She is not in an apartment. I can guarantee you that. She said she in Chicago too. She got a house. It might be in the suburbs. Might be in the suburbs. It might be in one of the Black suburbs. It's a house. It's Section 8. And she got all kinds of SNAP benefits. Okay. But now you can say that. See, now she finna bust herself out with all these lies. Here we go.
Oh, I want to know Amina, honey, I don't got time to play these grown ass games with you. Okay. So you have 7 kids. Are they all by the same man or not?
Some of them are.
How many men do you have kids by?
5.
Hey, Amina, where you calling me from?
And there you go. It went from she got 7 kids by one man to, you could say that, to some of them got the same daddy, to 5 fathers. See how the lies, see how you got to pick through them to get through the lie? You can't let them just talk and say the lie. You got to uncover the lie. You understand? This is the type of foolishness they send folk through. How she get engaged? That's my other question. How did she get engaged? I'm not asking why a man would have sex with her. I'm asking, how did she get engaged? What is the status of this man? Because he had to be in need of a place to stay. You cannot tell me that this man is a functioning human being and he saw that mess and got into it. See, stuff like this go beyond simp. Because that's too simple of an explanation for why a man would put himself in certain situations. A lot of these men that willingly get into stuff like this with these hyenas are just as broken as the hyena that he's dealing with. Because when I say that you attract who you are, that is not just for the women. That is for the men as well. Okay? We often like to think that a man can do better, but sometimes he cannot. He can't do better. He's with these scallywags and scut buckets because that's who he is. That's where he is. These are the women that he can handle. These are the women that he deal with. He is not equipped for a lioness. He is not a lion. Okay? He's broken. He's got dysfunctions. He wouldn't even know what to do with a healthy relationship. If he entered into one, he would sabotage it. So these are the types of men. It's beyond, oh, he's simping and da-da-da-da-da. That's an easy way out. The deeper understanding of all of this is that the women are not the only ones dysfunctional in a dysfunctional relationship. If 2 people or more, or or people keep switching partners and all the partners are dysfunctional, that means all the partners are dysfunctional. Because people who have good sense and a head on their shoulders, even if they got one or two little isms and schisms with theyself, you know, they not deep off into the dysfunction pool. So it's like, I'm not going to tolerate certain things. I'm not even going to attract certain people. And if certain people even try to come into my space, they're going to be detected quickly because of the amount of foolishness that they're going to try to engage in. And I don't engage in it. I don't do this type of foolishness. The type of foolishness that they're trying to do, I don't do that at all. There's no space in my life for it. There's no room in my life for it. You're not going to be able to come and disrupt me like this. And that go for men and women. That go for women who are lionesses, cannot afford for a male hyena to come disrupt her. She can't afford for that. It don't matter what he got going on. Him having a little job and him having being self-sufficient. Okay, and that doesn't mean anything. If he's chaotic and he's a hyena and he's dysfunctional and he don't know what to do in relationships and all, like lioness doesn't have time for that. Why does she have time for that? She cannot allow some man to come into her life chaotically and disrupt her. Same thing with a lion. He cannot allow for a female hyena to come into his life and disrupt him. He can't afford it. As soon as she start up with that flim flam, it's gonna be a wrap. It's a wrap because you I can't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't enjoy being around you. The energy that you even bringing is crazy. And it don't even have to be arguing and fighting energy. Dysfunctional energy come in a lot of different packages, actually. It don't even have to be the fighting and arguing, and you know, it don't even have to look like that. But just when people have crazy energy and they come around you and you don't have that energy, you're not like that, you cannot abide these people. So I'm saying all that to say that if people are taking that from one another, this high level of dysfunction, this extreme level of delusion and all of that type of stuff, they are also in that same boat. They're in the same boat. That's how they even ran into each other. You got a chick that's engaged to whoever this guy is. She has 7 children already, 5 baby daddies. And you're on Kendra G show talking about the engagement not going right. I wonder why not. I wonder why. What could possibly be wrong with this picture? Huh? What I can't put my finger on it, y'all. What I can't think for the life of me, what would be the issue here? I guarantee you she don't think she's the common denominator of the issue. She's definitely the issue. She's the common denominator between the baby daddies, the men she deal with. She the type to keep up strife between her kids too. This one of them. I just don't even ask me how I know. This one of them. She keep up BS between her kids. Like so many others, she's inappropriate and she has inappropriate conversations with her children regarding their fathers, whether she liked them or not. She doesn't care if she plants the seeds of animosity between the siblings because they have different fathers. It's a lot of chaos and dysfunction that's going on in her life, in her mind, in her house, in her womb. She's dysfunctional from the top to the bottom. And it's astounding that there was a man somewhere that was just as dysfunctional as her that decided to join that circus. Because that's a whole circus, because she a clown. A circus full of red flags and foolish men. She engaged. Come on now. For real. I'm glad that clip ended. I don't know if I don't know the ending of this. Because, you know, these just be little small clips. It'd be a whole segment a lot of times that Kendra G has. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.